Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. If this is your first time here, what we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. We read on the label what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open to see if it meets expectations. Now, we do tastings a little bit differently here. What we do is most people, they see, they sniff, they sip, and pontificate. What we do is we see, we sip, and then sniff and pontificate. Why? Master Sommelier Fred Dex will explain it all to you right there. We also check the temperatures of our beers. Beers should be served at an optimum temperature. Once again, click right up there and you can follow the link to finding out what the optimum temperature is for your beer. Now, let's get to it. Oh, and by the way, if you like this type of a programming, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. And I'd really appreciate it if you mention down in the comments what you thought of this presentation. Okay, for those of you who haven't been here before, you know what to expect. And for the rest of you, here we go. Today, we have Landbier, Landbier. That's what we've got. And it is a Rustic Lager, 4.2% alcohol by volume. It's 1 pint here, $4.99 from the St. Gambrinus wine store, a beer store. We're here in Brooklyn. It's on Atlantic Avenue. I'll have the address and a link to them in the description box. Okay. SchillingLandbier.com. Government warning, if I'm working on heavy equipment or if I'm pregnant, I shouldn't drink this. Deposits, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, and Connecticut. There we go. Brewed and bottled by Schilling Beer Company, Littleton, New Hampshire. Wow, Littleton, New Hampshire. I go up there often to Portsmouth and to up to Guilford, so I'm going to have to look these guys up. Okay, 4.2% alcohol by volume. They told me that. And that is about it. A Rustic Lager. That doesn't give me... They've got a really... It looks like a kind of a enlarged hop plant, or kind of a... If you look through a microscope at a hop plant, that kind of looks like the leaves on it, but a Rustic Lager. So I'm expecting, well, rustic. That throws it in. I would wonder why they use the word. A lager, of course, would be a very light colored beer with a nice white head, good carbonation, a nice touch of bitterness balanced with the roasty of the grain, and a little bit of both a grain and hop aromatic. But the word rustic in there, I'm beginning to think maybe that one of two things. Either it is going to be a very cloudy beer, or it's going to have one heck of a body. And at 4.2%, which is a session beer, well, that would be something interesting. All right, let's crack it open and see if it meets those expectations. They say we always use the same style of glass. Here we go. Whoop, we got us a nice, clear, light-colored beer. Yes, that is... Wow. You couldn't get any better for a Pilsner style of beer, although, yeah, Pilsner. We've got such good carbonation. It got a good head on it. All right. Well, that meets expectations. Let's take a look at the temperature. There's a lager beer. It should be done around 40. Yes, sir, Bob. This comes in at 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's the optimal temperature. It looks like it. Let's have a first swig. Cheers. Wow. Whoa. It is. It leans to the malt. Not so much to the hops. The hops are just kind of skipping along the top. But it is a malty beer. Nosedive. A touch of hops and no malt, no sweetness at all there. Well balanced. My word, what a nice beer. Second sip. That is a clean, and when I mean clean, it's a light body, and it has everything that you want there, but it's refreshing and not quite crisp. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but it does have the hop, a very light hop too. I'm impressed with the light hand on the hops here. I'm impressed with that, because sometimes it doesn't balance. But well, does Landbier Rustic Lager from the Schilling Brewing Company up in Littleton, New Hampshire meet expectations? It certainly does. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.